At last count, there were 14 different variants of the brand new 991 series Porsche 911. However you want to have it. There's a standard Carrera, Carrera S, turbocharged, cabriolet versions of all of them, the brand new Targa, and the upcoming GT3 race car for the road. This is the pinnacle of them all, the brand new GT3 Carrera Cup car. And we're about to take it for a spin around Sydney Motorsport Park. The GT3 Cup has been developed specifically for the Porsche Carrera Cup, the most successful one-make series in the world. The championship was first introduced to Australia in 2003 and is the main support act to the V8 Supercar series. And this year has an expanded 8-round series that includes all the blue ribbon events such as the Clipsal 500, Australian Grand Prix and the Bathurst 1000. This year will also see the introduction of this latest 991 series to the racetrack, with the new car bringing some radical changes for the drivers and teams. First of all, like the road-going 911 GT3 on which it is based, the car is 100mm longer in its wheelbase. It has more lightweight aluminium in its construction and a paddle shift 6-speed gearbox for the very first time. All of the cars are powered by a race-spec version of the latest direct injection 3.8 litre horizontally opposed 6-cylinder. It produces 338 kilowatts of power and revs to a dizzying 8,500 RPM, driving the massive 12-inch rear slicks through a mechanical limited slip diff. Now, climbing through the welded-in roll cage and dropping into the race seat with its 6-point harness is not an easy task. And while there's some semblance to the road car left in the dashboard, it's a purebred racer with a high-tech digital instrument cluster and a steering wheel cluttered with buttons. The start process involves flicking on the mains power and then the ignition on the driver focus centre stack, and then pressing a starter button on the left side of the steering wheel. The clutch pedal is only needed to get away from a standstill, and after a couple of embarrassing failed attempts, I'm off and running and head out onto the track. Not surprisingly, it has all the hallmarks of a road-going GT3, but with much more purpose in every dimension. The engine is deliciously linear in the way it builds power and sounds glorious as it nudges into its sky-high rev limiter and I hit 250 k's an hour down the front straight. There's no tacho as such, but a succession of shift lights on the top of the dash let you know it's time to change for another gear, and the pneumatic paddle shift gearbox cracks through each up change without any fuss at all. The computer blips the throttle on the way down too, and also has a pre-selector function that ensures it offers maximum engine braking and prevents damaging the engine by over-revving it. The steering is pin sharp, and the combination of its sticky slick tyres, stiff suspension and that massive rear wing offers mega grip through the corners. Although it's pretty easy to drive up to around 8/10, as far as race cars are concerned, its rear engine layout still makes it tricky when you push harder. And, as a fellow scribe from a leading motoring magazine proved, it can still bite you. The Carrera Cup cars are faster than a V8 supercar, and this model is expected to be even quicker again. Well, if I had the choice of any of the 911 variants, this would have to be it. It's a completely indulgent, selfish choice, I know. I can't take the kids to school in it, can't take the shopping in it, but what a piece of machinery. It's thoroughly addictive, and the Carrera Cup season this year will be a cracker, I'm sure.